From Memphis tonight, right? In the first half, you hit the back-to-back threes to kind of cut the lead down and keep it close. In the second half, same kind of concept. Got the lead within one. What was ultimately the difference as Memphis was able to pull away?
Tough. I felt it in the third. They kind of got some momentum, but you got to look back on it, honestly, to pinpoint it on one thing specifically. Obviously, they had the energy, home court, elimination game, all that plays into play as well. So, I mean, to not match that and come out and compete at a high level, make shots, etc., it's not easy to win here. So, you got to make things right.
And sorry, your three is actually in the second half, of course, not the first. So looking now back to going to Los Angeles and you win games 3 and 4 there, what is kind of the most important thing for you guys as a team going into that one, assuming you do not want to come back here for Game 7?
Hell no. Just protect home. Simple as that. I think whatever you got to do to prepare yourself individually, physically and mentally. We got a few days off to prepare for that one, to give it all we got. Get it done. I think that should be the motive. That should be the energy. That should be where our minds are. Just get it done.
Is with it being Game 6 at home, is there more pressure on you guys to close it out so you don't come back here, or more on Memphis because they have to win in order to get back for Game 7?
It's all pressure. Obviously, I mean, you don't want to lose. You don't want to leave like that. Obviously, they want to come back here, give themselves a chance. There's pressure everywhere, but to be in a position to control our own narrative and go back home is something that I think we'd rather be. So.
The run they went on the first half, some of your teammates said like they just came out with more urgency to begin it. Obviously, you go on the 8-0 run to make it a game again, but then they had that 26-2 extended run from late in the third to early in the fourth. Was there anything that stood out about what you guys did as a team that contributed to them getting hot there?
You said 20-2,
26-2.
Yeah, I think that's it right there. Obviously, it's hard to come back from that. I don't know exactly what played into that. Obviously, like I said, I got to watch the film to see exactly, but I mean, it is what it is. Everything counts. Everything matters in the playoffs. Everything can, the little things can win you a game and lose you a game. So when you have to pinpoint what small thing kind of triggered that, it's tough. You got to see it on.
Difficult game here in Memphis. You were expecting their kind of backs to the wall effort. What did you guys try to do to counter that energy-wise, and how did it end up getting away from you late?
Like you said, their back was against the ball, so we knew they was going to come out aggressive and give everything they had. And we knew they were going to come out and make some runs. So we were just trying to sustain it and, just keep fighting. And I think they had one massive run, and we cut it down towards late, but it was just, we ran out of time.
You go back to L.A., you're 2-0 there in the series. What is the thing that's most important to start the game against Memphis on Friday?
Protecting our home court, coming out, hitting first. I feel like they kind of hit first today. I think that'll be our biggest thing, just, throwing the first punch, being the more physical and more aggressive team to start the game, and just setting that tone early. I feel like we kind of eased into the game, so just continue to be the aggressor.
Their guards have been, you've been holding them to lesser efficient games than tonight. They seem to get going a little bit. I know you spent some time in there, some time down low. What do you have to do with Ja and Bane a little bit better?
With Ja, just contain him, especially in the open court. He's just load up to him, throw different bodies at him. And, with Bane, just being physical with him and, kind of being directional with him as far as, like, physicality. And not letting him see some easy ones. I think even as a team, just offensive rebounding, we gave up some that, resulted in him, getting some big rhythm shots. So I think we could do a better job on the glass.
Yeah, you mentioned the massive run. I think it was like 26-2 from 4 minutes to go in the third to 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Austin thought some of it was just they made shots and you guys missed shots. But beyond that, was there anything that stood out to you?
I think they just had a, more sense of urgency during that run. They got more 50-50 balls. They got more offensive rebounds in that stretch, and that kind of fired them. Getting more possessions and giving them more opportunities to score the ball. And I think for us, I think we got some good looks, but it got a little bit stagnant. And they just kind of picked the pace up during that stretch. Like they were, getting stops and running, getting out and running in the transition and stuff. So I think for us, just obviously every team is going to make a run, but we just need to, counter it and kind of not, let the run get as big as it did. And I think,
So just a little stinger for a second, but I'm fine.
Got it. You guys battled back to get within one in that third quarter. Then AD takes the brief rest. They go on the run. What did you see as the key as they reasserted the scoreboard difference in that third?
Well, they're a really good team, and they made shots, got to the rim, and really just played well. So we'll go back to the drawing board, see what we did wrong, and fix those things.
You guys lost game 2 here in similar fashion, went back to LA and got 2 wins. So what's the level of confidence in game 6, and how important is trying to close that out at home to avoid coming back?
Still really high. I mean, it's the playoffs, and the 2 seed in the West for a reason. They're really good. We didn't come in thinking it was going to be a cakewalk. We knew it was going to be a battle. Like you said, we're going back to our house, and we'll compete to win there.
You guys got it to 1 midway a bunch of times in the third, but 4 minutes ago it's a 1-point game. Where did it change after that?
Like I said, I think they just made shots. Ja got to the rim a couple times, and then I'm pretty sure we were getting good looks on the other end. We just missed a couple. But I think it's a testament to them executing their game plan, and us just not making shots.
They pushed it to 25 in the fourth, and you guys were able to get it back down, I think maybe 13 or 14. Is there anything momentum-wise that you can take from that into Friday?
Yeah, for sure. Just, regardless of score, time, play as hard as you can, and, you live with the results if you leave it all out on the floor.
LeBron talked about how close out games are the hardest games in the series. This is your first one in these games. In what way did you see a different level of intensity, a different level of desperation from Memphis?
Obviously they don't want to go home, or they don't want to get beaten in the series as, much as we want to win the series. They're all competitors over there. So, they did come out with an urgency and, the fire and in front of their home fans to build them up, bring them up. And like I said, they played a good game.
What's going to be the best way to crack your team, get back together and shot? They have a good game tonight.
I think it's, we'll go back to the drawing board and, watch film and see what we can do. But, they're, Ja's MVP. Bane was, really good for the whole year, so they're good players. And like I said, we'll go, figure out.
Didn't knock down. He had some guys that struggled from the field. Just unfortunate. We competed for most of the game, and again, it's a make or miss league, and you got to make open looks when you get them, and that's just the way the ball bounces sometimes. So our biggest thing is just to get back, fill our cups back up, and then go defend our home court just as they did tonight.
Darvin, you made that run to get within 1 in the third quarter, and it looked like you're maybe trying to get AD a quick rest. Not just those minutes, but in general without AD, what do you guys have to do better? And is there any thought about
we had some untimely possessions where we didn't finish with a rebound, and they were able to get 1, maybe 2 offensive rebounds in that stretch. And a team like that, they thrive off those hustle plays, getting those 50-50